and all of that stuff, and touch on a subject that has no business being relevant, let alone leading a particular show, but due to the fact that I am a native New Yorker and therefore a diehard New York Knicks fan, to watch the New York Knicks lose by 44 points. I think it's perfectly within my right to tell my producer, who I expect and adore dearly, my man Jonathan Winthrop, just became a father again, and all the producers on this show, the Cat Passes of the world, who I love and respect, and the list goes on and on. Tell everybody be quiet and stand down. 44 points. I try to be nice. I know it's fine. I know y'all find that hard to believe. I actually do. I really, really do. I try to be very, very nice. I have watched the New York Knicks open the season with 3 straight losses. I watched them start out the season 0-3 after selling us on hope. I mean, we knew better because they didn't get Kevin Durant. They didn't get Kyrie Irving in the offseason. Their answers to that was Julius Randle and Elfrid Payton and Marcus Morris and drafting R.J. Barrett. I get it. These are not scrubs. These are people that can play the game of basketball. But I told you, as a collection of individuals formulating a team, they stunk. David Fizdale can't coach. I saw him coach in Memphis. He's an assistant in Miami prior to that. Dwayne Wade, LeBron James swear by him. It's good enough for me. But I just said, as a collection of talent being assigned together, asked to collaborate with one another in the interest of a team concept, these parts didn't mesh and they were going to stink again. That doesn't mean it's easier to take. Ladies and gentlemen, the New York Knicks are 4-17. The New York Knicks have lost 7 straight. They started out the season with 3 losses, albeit competitive, the first 2 games before getting blown out at Madison Square Garden. They won a game, then after that, they lost 4 more, so they started out the season 1-7. And then they teased us to believing they were going to be all right because over the course of their next 7 games, they went 4-3. And they improved to 4-10. And now they've lost 7 straight. And they get blown out and annihilated in Milwaukee in such a fashion that it leaves us wondering whether or not a succession plan should be put in place to eliminate and eradicate the New York Knicks from the NBA. I mean, my God! How much more can you stink? When is New York Knicks fans going to get a break? I'm here in New York City. It's cold outside, but at least it's not snowing and slush and all that other stuff. There's a reason to smile. It's Christmas time. Bright lights at Rockefeller Center about to be up. Thanksgiving just passed. And a legitimate argument could be made that if it were not for the existence of the New York Knicks, New Yorkers would actually have a reason to smile. Now, I know some people sit up there and say, Stephen A., how can you say such a thing? Have you paid attention to the football teams? Because the Jets stink and so do the Giants. But you see, the difference is that a legitimate argument could be made that they need coaching. Both coaches, Pat Shermer and Adam Gase, need to be gone. See, in New York, you can't get rid of the owner. James Dolan ain't going nowhere. The level of cruelty that continues to be exacted against New York Knicks fans, it's pretty hard to take. It's one loss after another, after another, after another. We don't know who the point guard is because 1 minute Marcus Morris is dribbling the ball, another minute it's Dennis Smith Jr., another minute it's R.J. Barrett, another minute it's Julius Randle. Actually dribbling the ball up the court and calling plays. I'm just wondering. I just need to get that off my chest because I'm trying to be nice. Got love for Steve Mills, got respect and love for Scott Perry. It's just pretty damn hard to take. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not one of those people that excoriates James Dolan, cuts the check. You know, when it comes to Dallas Cowboy fans, I always tease them about some black cat running around that franchise. When it comes to the New York Knickerbockers, you can make the argument that James Dolan's that black cat. Ever since he's officially presided over this franchise, their record is what their record is. I wish to God something could be done. I mean, I'm starting to think about doing something I never thought I'd do in my life. I don't even go to Knicks games. I'm contemplating disassociating my relationship with them altogether. It's hard to take. They mean that much to me. I care that much, and it just hurts that much to watch them get annihilated the way that they did last night, embarrassed. I'll leave it at that. 888-SAY-ESPN. It's 888-729-3776. Let me transition to Jerry Jones. And Jonathan, do we have that quote or do we have that sound from Jerry Jones? Because I want people to understand where I'm coming from. You know, usually I have a lot of fun at the expense of the Cowboys. But I swear to you, it's never meant for the Cowboys. I happen to be very fond of Jerry Jones. I like his son, Stephen Jones. I think the Dallas Cowboys, as a roster, has talent that can rival the breakdown. I mean, they can rival any other team in the National Football League. They really, really can. But I have to say something right here, right now. Because Jerry Jones made me very, very upset. I joke around, he's my buddy. We see each other at Super Bowl week. We've seen each other in various places. I genuinely like the man. Obviously can't agree with every decision, but that's not for me to agree with him or not. He's the owner. He can do his thing. But Jerry Jones spoke about Jason Garrett. And he spoke to a local radio station in Dallas this morning. And this is the quote that he had to say. Nobody has the exclusive skills to get the job done. So that
ranking second in defense. Times have changed. Season has been so different. Golden State has the NBA's worst record and third worst defense. Warriors are also the third worst team from beyond the arc, which is crazy to even think about that, while allowing the highest three-point percentage in the league. That's a button-up. The harder they fall, the button-up of it all. Meanwhile, we want to talk about two of the best teams in the NBA. In the West, squaring off tonight, that's the Lakers and Nuggets. So you look at those two teams, 1 and 2. Which team wins and why?
Well, I think the Lakers will have a real chance to win if they bring their signature defense. Now, Anthony Davis is the anchor of this defense. He's my defensive player of the year so far. He's a helicopter at the paint, and that allows his guards, like Danny Green and when Avery Bradley gets back, to really get going, be ball pressure guys on the perimeter. So, yeah, they have it in the paint, they have it on the perimeter, they have it on lock. Now, offensively, it's another big, Nikola Jokic. He gets his offense going for his entire team, but that's the danger zone. He's able to draw bigs out. Bigs don't want to go out there and use their lateral movement. If he can knock down shots, that's the X factor for the Nuggets.
He is a big, like tight end big.
Yeah.
Like, Maybe
Linebacker
more
big.
linebacker, yeah. In the East tonight, defending champion Raptors are second, and they are hosting the Heat, who are third. So, which team wins? Same question, and why?
You can't sleep on either one of these teams. You can't sleep on Pascal Siakam. You can't sleep on Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is, in other words, clutch. He always comes up clutch. Now, Jimmy, what he's able to do, it's not just offensively, it's defensively. Look, he makes a gamble on the ball. He reaches in, loses the ball, and then gets it back. The most important thing is he keeps the play alive, and that's a big possession for them down the stretch. Now, offensively, look how tough the shot is. Right-hand shooter, right-handed defender, knocks it down. Again, he made defensive plays, he made offensive plays, he put in the free throws that mattered at the end. So he's a clutch guy. You can't sleep on him in the fourth quarter.
I feel like the Heat are over performing.
They are.
In a way,
because
right?
with Jimmy Butler being out in the beginning, yeah, but talk about overperforming. Pascal Siakam, his improvement from year to year, the past 3 seasons, upped his average by almost 10 points. This was what I tuned in on. Right before halftime, great shot clock awareness. Everyone knew he was great in transition last year with the Raptors. Now he's doing it in a half-court one-on-one. That's the next step of your game.
And now he got paid this summer. He's taking on the role of being their leader. Because would you say he's arguably one of the best on the team, right? If not, who else?
Pascal Siakam is the best player on that team.
That's crazy.
And the best player on my team of life is here too. And she did not really want to come through, but we talked about her.
You guys, have you heard of
everybody, my sister,
NECA?
WNBA champion, WNBA All-Star in the building. You know what I'm saying?
We've got the Nguma sisters here. This is Bassett WNBA royalty.
It is in love.
If you guys want to start a dance, no. Okay.